Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're tackling something huge, something universal really, time, or more specifically, that feeling that we never have enough of it.
Right. It's this paradox, isn't it? We all get the same 24 hours, every single one of us.
Exactly. Yet, everywhere you look, the story is not enough time. We're rushing, we feel behind. It's just defines so much of modern life.
That whole feeling, that sense of scarcity, it runs deep, it shapes our schedules, our work, even how we interact with people we care about.
Totally. But what if that entire feeling is based on like a misunderstanding?
Well, that's exactly what we're digging into. We've been looking at this source, the meaning and living with time, and it offers a really different take.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. Our mission here is to explore this idea from the source, that time isn't actually disappearing on us. Instead, maybe it's trying to teach us something, like how to live more valuably.
Precisely. And the source points to a core mistake we often make. We're always sort of waiting for the future. Yeah, waiting for the next thing, the weekend, the promotion.
Yeah, I do that. Things will be better when.
Exactly. And in doing that, we forget that every second ticking by right now is actually part of our life.
Yeah.
It's happening already. We're living it or missing it while we wait.
That hits home. It's like constantly looking ahead and missing the step you're taking. I know I definitely fall into that trap of thinking, oh, I'll start doing XYZ when I finally have more time.
We treat it like this commodity we need to save up. But the source argues against that fundamentally.
So what's the alternative view?
The central idea, and it's quite reassuring actually, is that time, well, it never really vanishes. It just moves forward, always forward.
Okay.
But as it moves, it leaves things behind. Lessons, experiences, memories. It's not like it's just gone. It's more like a process that teaches.
I like the sound of that, but practically speaking, if I miss a deadline or an opportunity passes, that time feels gone. I can't get that specific chance back, right? How does the source handle that feeling of loss?
That's a fair point. And the source would say, yes, the chance to do that specific thing in that specific moment might be gone. But the experience isn't gone. The lesson isn't gone. Even the regret, if there is regret, remains as a kind of teacher.
So it's about reframing what gone means.
Exactly. Time isn't an object you hold and then lose. It's a flow. And because it's a flow, the goal shouldn't be about trying to grab and hold on to it or possess it.
Okay, so if possessing time isn't the point, because, you can't really bottle it up,
right?
Then what is the point? What should our focus be?
The shift is towards utilization. It's not about having time. It's about learning to use the time we do have right now valuably, consciously.
Right. Using the time we have valuably. That's where it gets really interesting for me. Because what does valuable living actually mean in this context? My first thought goes to, big achievements.
Yeah, the big promotion, writing the book, launching something major. That's what our culture often tells us is valuable. But the source really pushes back on that. It says valuable living doesn't have to mean achieving those grand things. That's actually a trap.
How so?
Because if value only comes from those huge future milestones, then, well, most of our present moments end up feeling kind of worthless in comparison, don't they? Like just waiting time.
That makes sense. You're always living for the finish line, not the race itself. So if it's not about grand achievements, what does the source suggest makes time valuable? What are the actual actions?
It's surprisingly simple and maybe profound because of its simplicity. It comes down to being present, really being here.
Okay, like mindfulness.
Yes, exactly like that. Things like conscious breathing, just noticing your breath, smiling at people around you, genuinely connecting for a moment, doing small things, maybe things only you notice that just fill your heart a little.
Conscious breathing, smiling. That sounds nice, but how does that really stack up against, say, the pressure of work deadlines or complex problems? How is that more valuable?
Well, think about it. Meeting a deadline gives you external validation, right? Maybe relief, maybe praise, but it's often temporary.
True.
These smaller conscious acts, according to the source, generate internal meaning, something more durable. When you consciously breathe, you're anchoring yourself in the only moment you actually have, which is right now. You break the cycle of worrying about the future or regretting the past.
Okay, I see the distinction.
And smiling at someone. That's creating a real immediate connection. It changes the energy of that moment from just transactional to something, well, human.
That's actually quite powerful. It completely reframes what productivity or making the most of time could mean. It's not about waiting for the big bang. It's about finding value in the small sparks right now.
Exactly. These small conscious actions are the way to create meaning. The mechanism is internal awareness. You shift your success metric from how much did I get done to maybe how fully was I present.
So time stops being this thing we fight against, this resource to manage desperately.
It becomes more like a guide or a teacher.
Yeah, a teacher. The Source uses some really interesting metaphors for that, doesn't it? Breaking down how time teaches us on different scales.
It does. It uses duration to frame it.
Walk us through that. How does it break down?
Okay, so first, every single second is presented as a gift.
A gift. Okay.
Think about what you do with the gift. You receive it, hopefully with gratitude, and you engage with it now. You don't usually hoard a gift for later, right? You appreciate it in the moment.
Right. That links back perfectly to being present. If you're lost in thought about 5 minutes from now, you're essentially leaving the gift unopened.
Precisely. Then you zoom out a bit. Every minute is described as a teacher.
A teacher? How so?
The minute actively shows you the results of your choices. If you spend a minute distracted, you learn about distraction. If you spend it focused or connecting or just breathing consciously, you learn about presence, about connection. It's immediate feedback.
So the lesson is always there, even if we ignore it, like skipping class.
Kind of. The lesson of a wasted minute, maybe, is its own lesson. A warning sign about your patterns, what pulls your attention away. The teaching is constant, whether we're paying attention or not.
Okay, second is a gift, minute is a teacher. What's next?
The hour. Every hour is framed as a lesson, but maybe a broader one that specifically warns us not to be complacent or careless.
Oh, warning.
Yeah, it's like the macro view. A single minute shows a small choice. An hour shows the cumulative effect of many choices. If you drift through a whole hour carelessly, that block of time sends a stronger signal about where those small drifts are leading you overall.
That warning against carelessness feels really important because maybe the real tragedy isn't running out of time, but running out of awareness within the time we had. Looking back and thinking, wow, I was there, but I wasn't really there.
Exactly. And the Source is very direct about this. It explicitly warns, don't wait until time has passed to look back and realize what you missed. That regret itself is a lesson, but it's a painful one.
The goal is to learn the lesson now from the teacher minute, so you don't face that big regretful lesson later.
You've got it. It's about engaging with the curriculum today.
So if we pull all this together, time isn't disappearing, it's teaching. Value comes from small present moment actions. What does that mean for us, like right now, today?
It means the opportunity is always, always today. Right now, this moment.
Not tomorrow, not next week.
No, time is with us now. And the Source suggests we have a choice about how we use this present moment, focusing on 3 sort of key outcomes.
Okay, what are those 3 choices for valuable living?
The first is to use the time we have right now to create meaning. And that meaning is internal, remember. Connection, presence, small acts of fulfillment.
Got it. Create meaning. What's second?
The second is to learn. Since every minute is a teacher, we should approach our moments as students. What is this minute trying to show me about myself, about the world?
Be a constant learner from time itself.
Okay. And the third one, you said that one felt particularly significant. Yes. The third choice is to love what is already here.
Love what is already here.
Right. Not loving what might be or what we hope to get, but appreciating, cherishing, finding the value in what we have right now. Our health, such as it is. Our relationships, this conversation. The simple fact of being alive and breathing.
That really cuts against the grain of always striving for the next thing, doesn't it?
It does. It's a call to stop perpetually waiting for some future condition. You know, after this project, when the kids are older, once I retire, to finally start really living or loving fully.
So this whole deep dive really flips the script. Living is something you earn the right to do later by managing time well now. Living is the act of valuing the time you have right now.
It shifts the struggle entirely, away from trying to find or manage this elusive resource.
And towards learning how to use and appreciate the time that's constantly being given to us.
It's a profound shift in perspective, really. It demands intentionality. It says the only place life truly happens is now. Pay attention.
This has been, well, it's definitely made me rethink my own relationship with the clock. Moving away from that scarcity mindset, that constant rush.
And embracing time as maybe less of a taskmaster and more of a wise teacher.
Yeah, a teacher focused on helping us live more consciously, more fully.
So maybe the question for all of us, for you listening, is this. If every minute truly is a teacher, what lesson might you be ignoring right now, today, in your pursuit of tomorrow?
That's a powerful thought to sit with. What's the difference in your life between waiting for time and using the time you have right now to actually love what's already yours? Choosing the latter. Maybe that's the real meaning of time.